Hi everyone, I'm Meteorologist Rusty McCranie, and welcome to Weather Express. Your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, we've had some impactful storms today across portions of the northern Gulf Coast. We've had some rain and snow along the eastern seaboard, and we're going to get more active weather with the opportunity for more widespread severe weather in about a week's time. We'll look at all that coming up. We're going to start with what's happening today, though, and you can clearly see this huge ball of lightning in the Gulf. Now, lightning counts have been over 1,800 strikes in just a 15-minute time frame. You can clearly see this is trying to get towards the west coast of Florida. Generally speaking, it should die out before it hits the west coast, but portions of southwest Florida and the Keys could be impacted by this. Now, earlier in the day, this brought some pretty nasty storms to places of coastal Louisiana, including New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, the western panhandle of Florida, southern sides of Alabama, and Georgia. This activity has died out over the last couple of hours, and it's mainly just some rain right now with temperatures that are in the 60s and 70s. When you look at the risk of weather, severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center, no more severe weather risk. This is just their generalized thunderstorm potential, and that for the remainder of today is going to be from Macon, Georgia, back towards Jacksonville and Tallahassee, Florida. Now, up the eastern seaboard, we've had some heavy rain right along the coastline, Jersey coastline, Long Island, Cape Cod towards Boston. You see those bright oranges. That's some good rain for places like Boston at the hour. It's still rain, though, the liquid variety. You get into Maine, cold enough where it turns into some snow, but even out in western Pennsylvania and New York, temperatures are in the 40s. So it's rain right now for Syracuse and Rochester, back over towards Pittsburgh. You see that spin over the UP of Michigan. That's where we're starting to see that upper level low, pulling in some colder air from Canada. And eventually for the Great Lakes, this will turn into a little bit of snow here, and we'll look at that coming up. You want a beautiful day, it's in the southern plains. 70s, 80s, even some 90s in South Texas. Winds are always a story this time of the year as well. They're breezy right there, 30, 40, even 50 miles an hour. Places in Nebraska, southeast Wyoming towards Cheyenne, the Dakotas, it's been breezy, but temperatures, western Great Lakes, northern plains, 30s, 40s, 50s, we'll absolutely take that. Out west, temperatures are all over the place. Obviously, elevation is the biggest, dependent on where your temperatures lie. Do have our next Pacific storm moving on right now, mainly for Washington. Oh, you see from the I-5 corridor there, pretty heavy rain. Seattle, Tacoma will turn into a little bit of mountain snow for portions of the Cascades and the Olympic Range, but not a lot. Back out to that broad view, going to put on the advisories that are currently in effect right now. And you'll see those pop on, and there's not a lot at this point in time. You have a few winter weather advisories towards Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. You have some special weather statements for portions of the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic, and that's where the next system that's coming in. So this is the HERB model as they bring that up. Thank you again for taking a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Fast-moving storms the next 48 hours, mainly for the eastern U.S. Trough that digs all the way down, so everything developing here in the northwest, sliding south and east. There's that fast-moving system that'll turn into a little bit of snow for portions of the Appalachians, especially towards West Virginia. Otherwise, fast-moving showers and storms, a couple of spots here and there. When we look at the risk for severe weather tomorrow, you can see there's a couple of areas, but these are just generalized thunderstorms. There's no real risk for severe weather for tomorrow. Even a couple of days from now, as things get a little bit more active in the southern plains, we're not expecting any big-time risk for severe storms. However, believe it or not, that next Pacific storm is the one that could actually bring a marginal risk of severe weather for portions of Washington, Oregon, and portions of Idaho, and that's something I'm going to be monitoring. Now, going back out to the big perspective here, over the next 6 to 10 days, it's going to be very warm in the southern United States. There's going to be a lot of fuel to the fire for the opportunity for some severe weather. Colder out west and in the northern tier of the United States. Again, the blues and the grays, temperatures will probably be below average in the 6 to 10 day time frame. When you look at the moisture content, it's going to get wet again out west. Northern sides, Great Lakes, even down towards the southeast, dry in the southern plains and the Four Corners area. When I go back over to the risk for severe weather, this is the day 3 outlook, but I'm going to go out to the 7th day just to show you that the Storm Prediction Center has already issued this outlook for the opportunity for our next severe weather outbreak from the upper Midwest portion of the Ohio Valley, Arklatex, the Mississippi River Valley, in areas of the southeast. This is the next area that actually could have more severe weather down the road. So that's the next area that I'm going to be watching for the opportunity for some strong to severe storms. As far as snowfall accumulations go, again, light amounts are expected in the northeast. Nothing outrageous, but these greens are a few inches of snow. Syracuse, as we've already mentioned, portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, back into Maine, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow in a couple of those areas. Friends, as you can see from the clock, I'm out of time. Again, thank you so much for taking a quick second to like this video. I always love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below where you're viewing from. You have a specific question about the forecast, you can ask it there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.